Hello everybody, it's your residential brickologist Lego Lee here with a throwback LEGO Star Wars The Clone Wars set review. Today we have set number 7869, nice, the Battle for Geonosis. This set used to retail for $39.99, where it was exclusive special edition set to Toys R Us. Rest in peace, true. Adjusted for inflation, 2011 $40 is worth about $54.82 here in 2023, just to give you a bit of frame of reference for the value of this set. It has 331 pieces, ranges from ages 8 to 14, and here is a front look at your box with that glorious box art featuring one Captain Rex, a figure we'll see later in this set. Also, it advertises the new Luminara Unduli figure, which is something I kind of miss on LEGO box art. It makes it pop a little bit more than the kind of boring box art they have today. The back of the box also shows some other sets from this wave, something LEGO does not do anymore. Come on LEGO, bring that back. And then it has some action shots of your set, showcasing the various play features. Unfortunately, over the years, I've lost my instruction manual for this set, so let's dive into the build itself. Here is the set itself, the Battle for Geonosis, or should I call it more of a skirmish, because this doesn't really seem like a huge battle in particular. However, there is some very cool stuff included with this set, including 2 separate builds, something not super common in LEGO Star Wars sets, and 5 minifigures. Kicking things off for the minifigures in this set, we have 2 generic battle droids. Any self-respecting LEGO Star Wars prequels fan has dozens of these things in their collection, so I can't really tell you these are great figures. That being said, I'm never mad at getting more, simply for army building's sake. A little more interesting here is the Super Battle Droid, which LEGO hasn't really produced in the most recent years of LEGO Star Wars sets. I still have quite a few Super Battle Droids in my collection, so I normally wouldn't get too hyped about it. However, this particular figure is actually kind of hard to find because it has the cannon arm. The cannon arm Super Battle Droid only came in 2 sets ever. Obviously this one, and also came in set number 8018, the AAT from 2009. That set was $50 and worth over $200 sealed, so this figure is actually quite rare, and I think the mold for the cannon arm actually looks awesome. That is a really detailed mold and actually makes this figure pop to me. I love this. The penultimate figure for this set here is Phase 1 Captain Rex, which has gone on to be a figure worth over $100, a very desirable LEGO Star Wars figure. One of the reasons is this figure only came in 2 sets ever. The 2008 ATTE, which retailed for $90 when it came out, and this set, of course. Now, in the ATTE had the visor, this set you have the rangefinder, however, it comes with the same parts pack, so it is the exact same Rex figure, especially in terms of printing. That helmet really looks great today. I love all the armor pieces. The face print underneath there is exclusive to Rex and looks very good. And the back details are nice as well. This, of course, is a really fantastic Rex figure, even if this style of clone trooper has kind of been phased out by LEGO. Last but not least, here is the one exclusive figure to this set, the Clone Wars version of Luminara Unduli, a very cool Jedi character. She has the older style of green LEGO lightsaber there, and of course she has that awesome headdress piece that looks absolutely fantastic. And I think for 2011, the torso and leg print here looks really good. Now the face print is that cartoony Clone Wars style that LEGO has done away with. I'm very thankful LEGO has moved on from that because it just frankly looks weird and I don't particularly like it. However, this figure has a very cool double-sided face with her wearing the goggles when she is riding the speeder bike on Geonosis in kind of the sandstorm setting. That is a really cool, awesome added touch. Unfortunately, she has no back printing. With the figures out of the way, we can pivot towards looking at the builds of this set. And the first one here for the Clone Troopers is a Bark Speeder. Does this speeder design look familiar to you? It should. It's the exact same speeder that came out in the exact same wave in the Clone Battle Pack in 2011 in set number 7913. The only difference, all the pieces are the exact same. The one difference is the accent color on that one is green. The accent color on this one here is dark red. That's pretty much it. Do I think it's lame LEGO decided to include the exact same speeder bike design in 2 sets in the 2011 Winter LEGO Star Wars wave? Yes. However, I think this is one of the most influential LEGO speeder bike designs of all time. It looks darn good, and frankly, when you compare it to the most recent BARC speeder included with the 2021 Bad Batch shuttle, you can see that while the new one definitely improves with some more modern LEGO pieces, a lot of the same techniques and parts are being used, which just proves how influential and fantastic this design was about 12 years ago. I think this speeder has some fantastic designs. I love the use of the ski pieces right here, the harpoon launchers, very creative part use, and the Technic to have some snot techniques. Man, this thing looks very cool. No real playability outside of swooshing, but Luminara sure does look good on top of it. However, easily the most exciting of the 2 builds included with this set here is the Separatist J1 Proton Cannon. This vehicle had never been made before this set, and it has not been remade since, making it a completely exclusive Star Wars piece of iconography only found in this 2011 set. Compared to the source material, especially for the time and the pieces available, I think LEGO did a bang up job, and they jam-packed this thing with awesome playability functions. Firstly, the legs here have the ability to move in and out on some basic hinge pieces. Not a super complicated build, but it's very effective, and all 4 legs move in the exact same way. However, there's actually more movement with the legs here using these piston pieces, giving you a nice range of motion right here, and you have ankle motion as well. That is really fantastic articulation, and I also like the knee pad kind of design here. I think these legs are built fantastically. Moving on to the head of the cannon here, you can put a droid figure in this very oddly colored blue seat that has a really underwhelming control panel that's just a transparent blue tile. However, the droid doesn't actually attach to anything. You can maybe have him hold on to this part right here, but you have to kind of finagle him inside there. I wish they actually attached the droid on a little bit better. That's not a great design. What is a great design though, in my opinion, are these bug eyes. I think those look fantastic, and moving towards the back of the cannon here, this part was introduced just a year before in 2010 in the Prince of Persia set. I think those things are fabulous for shaping. They look really, really good. The barrel here is nice and long, and fittingly actually uses a LEGO barrel piece at the end for some added detail. That is great part usage, and there are some really good playability functions here with some rather distracting actuators for said functions. Firstly, like pretty much every LEGO Star Wars playset, there is some sort of missile firing playability function. This set of course is no different, but it does use a rather rare LEGO missile piece that isn't really used on LEGO sets in modern day. That is the very, very powerful spring-loaded missile launcher activated by this rather distracting red piece right here. Push up on that piece and watch what happens. It launches the missile, which is very, very powerful, and I actually think it's disguised pretty well in between the eyes there and comes out rather close to the barrel, which is a nice function. Finally, you probably already noticed the gear piece sticking out of the front here with the red Technic part right behind it. Basically, that activates the final function of this set. You twist on the gear, and it's a very simple function, but it can raise and lower your cannon, which is a really great function. It actually goes up pretty high and goes down pretty low. I like the way this works quite a lot. However, it looks so awkward to me from the front. I feel like they should just put this at the back. It wouldn't have been that hard to modify it to do it. Maybe you would have to move a couple pieces at the back for the other playability function. It just looks really distracting to me from the front right here. Alright everybody, final verdict here on the 2011 Battle for Geonosis Clone Wars set. This set is pretty solid overall. There's some very desirable characters, there's 2 solid builds, and overall it makes for a fun scene. Additionally, there is conflict in a box. LEGO Star Wars doesn't always do that. A lot of the time you get one LEGO Star Wars set and it's just one vehicle for one side, and all the figures in the set are specific to said side. It is nice to actually get some sort of battle, or like I said earlier, skirmish in this set, even though it doesn't feel like a totally fair matchup, which is a speeder. However, they do have a Jedi on their side versus some, basic battle droids. So I still would probably favor Captain Rex and Luminara in this battle situation. There are some nitpicky flaws that I mentioned throughout this review. I also still think it's kind of lame. They just included the exact same Bark Speeder design from the battle pack, also found in that wave. However, my biggest issue with this set is the name of the set. This set is called Battle for Geonosis, but what you're looking at here does not scream Geonosis to me. Now look, all of these things are pretty accurate to the episodes from the Clone Wars Season 2. LEGO didn't really do a bad job portraying them here. That being said, there were also, Geonosins in this battle, and it would have made a lot more sense to me to include at least one of them, and maybe like a piece of some Geonosian terrain to kind of help set the scene. As is, you get this battle, which is pretty cool, but it does kind of just feel like every other, clone versus droid versus Jedi battle from the Clone Wars era. Finally, we of course have to talk about the value of this set. Now, when the set originally came out, it was $39.99 with 331 pieces, which is a decent price to part ratio. Not a great one, but pretty good. Adjusted for inflation, that looks much worse because this thing is worth about $55 in 2023 money, which would not be a great deal for only 331 pieces, and I don't think the builds are big enough for a $55 set. Also, of course, this set is retired, and sealed, this thing goes for about $230. 100 of those dollars are literally just the Captain Rex figure. He is a very valuable figure. Used, you can get it for about $100 less, maybe around $130 to $140. I just can't really recommend buying this set for those prices. But if you already have this Captain Rex figure from the ATTE set, or you don't really care about getting the very valuable Rex figure, you can get this thing for a lot cheaper without it. So if you really want the builds of this set, and this is the only time the J1 Proton Cannon has ever been made in LEGO Star Wars form, definitely go that route. If you want the full set, I just think it's way too much money to pay. All those things being said though, I like this set. It's a fun throwback set for me to review, and that's why I'm gonna give this set here a 7.5 out of 10. What are your thoughts on this set though? Please let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe here to my channel, Brickology Productions, and I hope to see you guys next time LEGO Star Set Reviews. I hope to see you guys later. Peace out. Bye-bye.